Hey everybody, welcome. This is our video AMA for the Invisible Sun Kickstarter. What we've done is we've gathered a bunch of questions and we are going to attempt to answer at least a number of them. What we've done is we've gone through and found the questions that we haven't yet answered and that we aren't going to answer in upcoming updates for the Kickstarter. Because as you probably know, we've been trying to cram those updates with lots of information about the game and the setting. But this is for information that is above and beyond all of that.
Compared to the Cypher system, which is a pretty streamlined rules-light game system, how much rolling and bookkeeping is necessary in Invisible Sun?
So the two games are designed with very similar sensibilities. So the idea is to not have a lot of bookkeeping, not have a lot of sort of extraneous mechanics like the Cypher system. The game master doesn't roll dice, only the players roll dice, which means that if a player attempts to do something, they make a roll for it. If someone tries to act against make an attack or something like that against the player character, then they roll to defend. That frees the GM up to focus a lot more on the story and the setting and things that are other things that are going on in the game.
NPC and creature stat blocks in the Cypher system are very simple. Mm-hmm. Can we expect something similar to that in Invisible Sun?
Very similar. Not in necessarily the way that the numbers work, but in the approach. They'll be very simple. Keeping things as simple and straightforward for the GM as possible is definitely the goal. Keeping things weird and surreal. You might, in a creature entry, there might be a lot more attention devoted to that creature's motivations and what makes that creature really weird and whatnot than to their stats.
So one of your goals for Invisible Sun is to make magic magical again.
Right.
How can you balance allowing magic to be innovative and creative and yet still something that the GM can manage?
Right. So what we're going to do is use the Sooth cards that we've mentioned in the Kickstarter. Those are the round divinatory cards with the weird surreal images on them. And those cards will be turned over during gameplay. And turning a new card is triggered by sometimes a result that is from the dice. Sometimes it is a complication introduced by the GM. But whenever a card is turned, it is probably going to change the way some aspect of magic works. Maybe it'll be a certain kind of magic. Maybe it'll be an aspect of a spell, range or something like that. Anyway, things will always be fluid because a new card will mean that magic works slightly different now. And so what this is doing is this is representing the shifting realities of magic. As things change, the Vizsla kind of understand those changes and the flows of currents of magic. And so they'll be able to cope with it, and understand it, but it'll always be different. And so it'll always seem kind of wondrous. And some of these changes can mean really drastic changes. Most of them aren't quite so drastic, but some of them can mean really big changes, which can really make magic, something really unpredictable and maybe even slightly dangerous.